Today's adventure takes us to LaSalle County, Illinois, to chilly and windy LaSalle County, Illinois. And behind me is Manlius Methodist Episcopal Cemetery. Now this is a pioneer cemetery, goes back to the 1840s. It looks like they keep up the lawn, but I see a lot of tombstones that are knocked over. But let's see what we can find out. So why don't you come with me today as we explore this wonderful old pioneer cemetery. As we enter Manlius Methodist Episcopal Cemetery here, we see an old fence. I wonder if this surrounded the entire property at one time. It may have. This is what's left of it. This looks to me to be original workings here, the old fence. And then we have a fence post right over here from the old fence as well. As we come in here, we see this unfortunately knocked over. Pieces of it stacked on the base. It says here, our father and mother. That's all that can be read there. Very old cemetery going back to the 1840s. You can see there what appears to be a lamb. An infant tombstone. Let's see what we have here. See if we can read any of this one. My flashlight with me today. I see FRE, maybe an M there. Aside from that, I can't read any of that. A lot of small markers in this cemetery as well. They do keep this cut, however, it is very poor condition overall. Let's see what we have here. Roxana. (18-something-7). Died October 6, 72. Very nice old tombstone. You see the handshake. You can barely make out the handshake anymore. Just have bases here. The crosshatch pattern, very famous back in the day. Really cool looking marker over here. I've got to check this out. Look at this. What a nice old marker. Let's see whose name's on here, shall we? Looks like Soure, unless that's a Q. Died in 1875, 48 years old. And there's another inscription on this side. Let's take a look at this one. Mary, wife of S.M. Furr, died 1908, age 75. What a beautiful plot here for them. We have a wreath there. Pleasant is the name. Wife of N. Fuhrer. 1883. Can't quite make out the age. Another one, Fuhrer, F-U-R-R. You see the hand holding the Bible. Back here we have, this must be the Fuhrer Family Cemetery, F-U-R-R there. Looks like 1909 died on that one. What a great little cemetery this is. Tucked away. You could see in the distance perhaps that is I-80 running through LaSalle County here. This one is still in great shape. Hosmer Chapman, Marie, his wife, 1903. This one also in great shape. Somebody had painted this in, that's why we can see it in such good detail. In memory of Hiram Chapman, 1824 to 1898, and his wife. And then we have a little marker for Hiram, HWC. Loving memory of Della, daughter of Hiram Chapman, died 1880, young age of 22. It's nice that somebody did that. Makes it easier for me to read, that's for sure. Alright, we got a lot of, like a brush pile in here. They obviously don't keep this up for some reason. Not sure why. Go in here. Hopefully there are no sunken graves and I won't trip. What do we got here? Our mother, Mary, died December 14th, 1870 something. The age looks to be 73 years on hers. And you can see the plot here has some corner markers. And this was the old entrance to it right here. Now just overgrown and weeds. And in the middle, we have a base. And here's the middle of the tombstone here. Let's see if there's writing on here. There is. There's an inscription. Looks like Frank Forbes, it's the name, died in 1901. 82 years old, and Julia, his wife, died in 1906. Now that middle piece was on that base there, and then this was the top of it. So at one point in time, this was a very, very nice monument. And then as I move over here, I see something that I believe to be a veteran. We have a veteran stone here, I believe. Let's see what we can see here. Forbes. Yeah. Civil War veteran. Here's the veteran of foreign wars. Well, it wasn't really a foreign war. It was a civil war. But there's his right there. So we continue our walk. I apologize if it's windy. I do have the wind screen on my mic, so hopefully it's not bad. We have Sarah here with the finger pointing up. 1869 it looks like for Sarah. Another old tombstone. There's a lot of headstones. They say they're and Find a Grave says there's about 120, I believe, graves in here. I believe there's many more. because there's a lot of destroyed headstones. Eliza, finger pointing up, wife of Jeremiah, it looks like. Collins. What a remarkable cemetery. We have a flag here. Don't know why. This one just says, I believe that says father, and this one says mother. Here's a really nice one, unfortunately in very, very poor shape, but they did put a plaque here. John Haley, Private Company D, 88th Illinois Infantry, Civil War, 1866. So unfortunately he died, and there's a little sign there, he died right after the Civil War ended. A lot of Civil War soldiers in here. Here's another one. Aaron. Can't quite make out that last name. It's like 68th Illinois Infantry there. Got another one that's knocked over. Let's see what we got over here. Is that Edna maybe? Daughter of somebody. It's like maybe 12 years old. This one's still upright. Goodrich is the name on this one. It's nice to see that upright. We have another family plot here that's marked out. Olson family. And we can see behind that, well, everything's on here. Their son Nelson died just after his 20th birthday. We have mother, brother, and then father here. We can see the scope of the cemetery. Not very big, about an acre. Very old. Most of the tombstones are knocked down, or cracked, or unreadable. Bagby here. Very nice marker. Unfortunately, it wasn't... the foundation wasn't good enough for this, and William Bagley, 1870 to 1925, so less than 100 years this marker has toppled over. As we go over here, you see the tombstone of Polly, P-O-L-L-Y, wife of D.H. Harris, 1858. That's amazing that this still stands. You see these newer tombstones, 100 years old, knocked over, and this one, 1858, still stands. And a couple of tombstones in the ground. Let's see if we can read this one over here. Emma's the name on this one. On its side, wife of something Chapman. Unfortunately, that has fallen over as well, as many of these have. And then we just have some tombstone remnants piled up here, as often you see in these cemeteries, so the lawnmowers don't run over them and damage their blades. We have a small stone here with a sunken grave, so I'm almost confident this is an infant right here. Several other small stones, probably children, And then a larger stone here, completely unreadable at this point in time. Let's see what we have here. We have a pile of wood with a stone up against this tree stump. So let's see if we can read this one. I see it looks like a M-A-R. I'm not sure. I see Marshall. M-A-R-S-H-A-L-L. I am surprised I could read that, to be honest with you. Marshall. And that's about all I can read out of that one. All I can read there. And then this one has broken and fallen in and completely unreadable at this point. We have some others here that are completely unreadable as they sunk into the ground. And yet another Civil War tombstone. Thompson looks like the name. Look at that, right at the base of this tree. And when this soldier was buried, this tree didn't exist. And now it does. Now these are the cemeteries I'm talking about. These are the ones that I started this channel for. These little cemeteries that are forgotten about along a rural road somewhere that are in pretty bad shape, but you know, this one's still kept up a little bit. At least they're cutting the lawn, so that's good. Thank you for coming with me today. If you like this video, please give me the thumbs up. If you like my content, please subscribe. And until next time, that's right, keep exploring.